Hi you guys! So today I want to do something fun, which is going to Google and basically answer Google's most searched questions about Vietnam or Vietnamese, because I am Vietnamese. I was born and raised and now I live in Vietnam. So just want to see what the world wants to know about us. Disclaimer, I just want to do these questions for fun. My opinion is my opinion, and everyone has their own opinion, their own experience, their own perspective. Anyway, let's see what Google has. The first question is Vietnam poor? How to say, if you compare us to developed countries, yes, we are poor, but we're developing very fast. Next, is Vietnam safe? Again, depends. If you're from a very safe country, maybe we're not that safe. We still have crimes on the street. It's not 100% safe for, let's say, women to walk alone on the streets in the city at night. Other than that, if you just mind your own business, and I think it's considerably safe. Next, is Vietnam communist? I'll just put a wiki link, so you can read up on Vietnamese political system. I'm not a political expert. Next, is Vietnam a developing country? Yes. Next, is Vietnamese smart? I would say proudly that we are, but then every country, every nationality, everyone is smart in their own way. Next, is Vietnamese hard to learn? The language, yes. We're a tonal language. We have 5 tones. It's hard to distinguish them when you listen to Vietnamese. It's hard to produce them when you speak Vietnamese, but I guess it's not impossible to learn. Is Vietnamese easy to learn? Hard to learn, easy to learn, depends. Next, is Vietnamese food healthy? Yes, very healthy. We eat a lot of veggies. Next, is Vietnamese food gluten-free? Yeah, I guess. We don't eat a lot of bread, except for bánh mì, which is originally from France, from the baguette. But we eat rice, and I think rice is gluten-free. If you're gluten intolerant and you live in Vietnam, you'll be fine. Next, is Vietnamese food spicy? Again, it depends on the food, on the region, on the family. For example, my family, we don't eat a lot of spicy food. Next, is Vietnamese a tonal language? Yes. And last one, is Vietnamese Chinese? No. Next, does Vietnamese language have tenses? Maybe yes. Our tenses are very simple. Does Vietnamese look like Chinese? No, I don't think so. I can easily tell apart a Vietnamese and a Chinese by just looking at them. This question is probably from people from America, yeah, outside of Vietnam. Say, if you're not exposed to different countries, different cultures and races, maybe you cannot distinguish them quickly. Say you're from America and you first come to Asia, probably you cannot tell apart Korean, Vietnamese, Japanese, Chinese, Malaysian, etc. But for me, I've been to other Asian countries, I can tell them apart pretty quickly. But I cannot really tell apart people from Europe. Say I cannot really tell if someone is from Southern Europe or Northern Europe. I find this question very funny. Does Vietnamese need visa to Singapore, Malaysia, Taiwan, Hong Kong? I'm not a travel agent, but I can really say for sure that we don't need to apply for visa to Singapore and Malaysia because we're in ASEAN. Next, does Vietnamese food have MSG? Some, no, a lot. Again, depends on family and restaurants. But street food, yes, you will find a lot of MSG. Does Vietnamese celebrate Chinese New Year? Let's call it Lunar New Year. Yes, we celebrate Lunar New Year with Chinese with Malaysian, with Chinese, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean. Yes, we do that too. And we call that Tet holiday. Does Vietnam try to restrict imports? I live in Vietnam and I have access to almost everything abroad, so I'm not sure if there's a restriction or not. Does Vietnam allow dual citizenship? I don't know. Maybe yes? Just Google it. Does Vietnam have internet? Yes, we do. Very fast, but quite expensive. Does Vietnam have nuclear weapons? No. No. Does Vietnam have a trade surplus or a deficit? Again, I don't know. Maybe surplus? Because we sell a lot of agriculture products, coffee beans, rice, but then we import a lot of other things too. Google it. Does Vietnam celebrate Chinese New Year? Lunar New Year, yes. Does Vietnam celebrate Christmas? It's not a national holiday, which means that we don't have a day off in Christmas Day. But if you're from a Catholic family and living in Vietnam, yes, you celebrate it. Does Vietnam require a visa? Depends on where you're from. Yeah, but if you're from ASEAN, Southeast Asian countries, no, you don't need a visa to travel here. Okay, just Google. Anyway, those are all the questions for today. Like, subscribe, all the usual YouTube stuff, and leave me a comment if you want to know something about Vietnam that Google can answer. Anyway, goodbye, and I'll see you next time.